What is going on, guys? Jason Burke here, Styles Clash for Life, coming at you again on YouTube, and I've got a movie review for you guys today. It is a review of the recent horror film that came out a month or so ago called The Boy. I saw the trailers for this and I was enamored. It kind of reminded me of a new age Chucky, or kind of like the doll from Goosebumps, kind of Night of the Living Dead kind of doll. I love creepy dolls and creepy children. They had the awesome children's rhyme kind of a thing from Brahms the Boy, the kids rhyme. I love trailers like that get you all spooked out and kind of set the environment. So I really wanted to see this. I saw it like the second weekend that it came out. I saw it like a month ago, but things have been going on in my personal life, just been really busy with work and stuff like that. So I haven't had the chance to review this until now, so I'm sorry guys for the delay. But I went and saw this the second weekend it came out. So here are some quick notes on it. There will be some spoilers in this, not too many, but there will be some pretty big spoilers in there for the end of the movie. So again, if you guys have not seen it or don't like spoilers, don't watch this till you see the movie. Just warning you guys. The premise for this basically is Greta, who is Maggie from The Walking Dead, as you guys will recognize. She plays she takes a nanny job in an English village. She comes in. She has kind of a dark past. It comes out later in the movie. Her backstory is that she was in an abusive relationship, and she has a miscarriage with a baby. She gets pregnant and loses the baby. So she comes out to take this job with an English family in an English village, where she wants to sit for this boy named Brahms. And it winds up being that Brahms is a creepy-looking doll that is owned by these two older English parents. At first she thinks it's a joke, and then she comes to realize that it's serious, and they give her a list of rules to follow, such as you don't cover Brahms' face, and always feed him, and never leave him alone in the room by himself, always kiss him goodnight. Rules that come into play throughout the movie. They keep referencing these rules. They make it a big part of the movie. So there's good continuity with this. It sets a good tone. As far as the atmosphere, I liked it a lot. It kind of reminded me of the old dark macabre English movies, very much like Woman in Black that was released a couple years ago, the original, which I liked a lot. I kind of love these old kind of dark English films. It kind of is a throwback to the late 70s, early 80s movies, which is kind of cool. The house kind of being out in the middle of nowhere, sort of, setting up by itself, gives you the eerie feel something's going to happen. Brahms has a good look to him. He's a creepy little old painted up doll. Very good stuff here. The couple goes away, seemingly on vacation, but right away the mother of Brahms apologizes and says she's sorry, which kind of leaves that eerie, I wonder what's going on kind of feel to it. Without getting too much into the movie, the couple leaves. Greta is left by herself with Brahms. Brahms starts creepily moving around the house. Greta isn't sure what to make of it. You have Malcolm come in, who's like the family's errand boy. He delivers whatever, milk or so. I forget what he delivers, but he's a delivery guy for the family. He starts telling the story of kind of what Brahms does, how creepy Brahms is. The fact that Brahms was once, the real Brahms, died in a fire. He was in the house and seemingly started or was part of a house fire with a playmate girlfriend, female friend of his. They both died, I guess. And you see Brahms' grave in the backyard. So this doll is a caricature, I guess, of the real Brahms boy that supposedly died in this movie. And then you have, later on, Cole shows up, the ex-boyfriend that was abusive toward Greta, shows up creepily and kind of adds a scary kind of, I wonder what he's going to do next, this aggressive, scary kind of figure that comes in. He plays a good foil. Well acted. I can't think of the actors' names offhand. I apologize for not knowing their real names, but it's well acted. All the actors do a good job. Basically, Greta initially thinks it's stupid and breaks all the rules and pisses Brahms off, but then eventually starts to think of her own child she would have had. She connects Brahms to the miscarried child and figures, well, as long as I follow the rules, I can make up for the miscarriage, and I can also make Brahms happy. So she starts to actually acquiesce and follow Brahms' rules. Kind of a weird plot twist, why this girl would follow this random doll's set of rules, but having the pre-connected miscarriage and having her connect to the child makes a lot of sense. Good psychology there as well. Cole winds up being killed. Thankfully, that's kind of a good thing for the character. And then winds up the big twist of this movie actually is that Brahms is actually alive. Brahms, the real person, didn't actually die in the fire. He's living in the walls, and he's the one moving the doll around. So there's no supernatural feel. Not what you expect. The entire time you think it's going to be a supernatural kind of a doll movie, like a Chucky or sort of a spirit thing. It's not. Brahms actually physically is coming out of the walls and moving the doll, which is a little bit, suspension of disbelief gets hard to believe with that. I didn't care much for that because this big, giant guy who's actually massive, he's like a bodybuilder. I don't know how he got so strong after all these years, so that's kind of weird. And how he has room to live in these walls is kind of weird. And how he gets out and moves this doll back and forth so fast without making so much noise is kind of weird as well. So there's some plot holes, it's kind of weird at points in there. But the real Brahms is kind of imposing and scary. He eventually Greta uses the goodnight kiss thing. She makes Brahms go to bed at a certain time. Uses it to stab Brahms. We think Brahms is dead. Greta and Malcolm get away, but then we see at the end, because Greta breaks the Brahms doll, she smashes it at one point. So we see the hand of the actual Brahms piecing together the face of the doll. In a sense, bringing the doll back to life, sort of making it so there could be a sequel or keeping the Brahms character alive going forward, possibly. So all in all, I did like the creepiness of the movie. I liked the way it was set up. I liked the fact that there was a bunch of stories. Also, I left out the parents actually go put rocks in their pockets and walk into the river and kill themselves. Seemingly, there's a note left. The note wasn't really explained well, but the mother wrote a note to Greta kind of saying that all past babysitters have been kind of sacrificed to Brahms because Brahms kind of held the parents hostage. So there's some weird stuff. There's some plot holes that don't really connect. Some things weren't fully explained all that well, which kept this from being a really great movie. But good atmosphere, good acting. The Brahms, the doll and stuff was really good. The character actor coming out of the wall was kind of cool. So good premise. Solidly executed, but not great. Kind of a weird ending. And again, the plot holes and stuff didn't really connect, and some things weren't really explained as well as they could have been. So this movie, while being solid and having some good jump scares and having a good atmosphere, failed to capitalize on some really major stuff. It could have been an instant classic, a Child's Play kind of movie, and it wound up being a pretty solid psychological thriller, but nothing great. So I'd give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. That's my rating, 6.5 out of 10. If I had to do the 1 to 5 stars, I guess somewhere in the 2.5 kind of average range. So this movie is slightly above average. So again, if you guys saw this movie, what did you think of The Boy? Did you like it or did you not like it, and why? Tell me in the comments down below. If you haven't seen it, do you want to see it? Would you want to see a sequel? And how would you have done this? What do you guys think you would change about it? So again, talk to me in the comments. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. What other films do you want to see reviewed? I will do more for you guys on this channel. Until then, lock your doors, dim the lights, stay scared, and enjoy the movies. I will see you next time.